Kalua pork in a pressure cooker is one of the great joys of, well, of eating animal products. The Hawaiians enjoy something called Kalua pig. So like a whole pig roasted in the ground until it's super soft and tender, and you can pull it apart and shred it and make it into all kinds of things, put it on rice and whatever. And if you've got a bunch of big, strong Hawaiian men and a big piece of ground that you can dig a giant hole in and build fires with rocks and stuff underneath and cover it up and put things on top of it and leave it for the whole day, fabulous. But if you only got like an hour and a half, I'm your guy, because it's gonna be really great. Let's just get this going quickly, and then we'll make all the other magic happen. I'm starting with a, what is this thing called? I'm starting with a pork shoulder. This is a ripped up pork shoulder. It's got these lines in it because it was in a netting bag, just the way I bought it. So what we want to do is we want to cut these into sort of even sized chunks, like this. And the fat's okay. Look, I don't have a, well, there's a little bit too much here. I might take that off. But the point is that, as I've said before, if you cut it into even sized pieces, it will cook evenly. So these guys are fine. Those guys are all right. This guy right here needs a little bit of help. So let me take some of this fat off. Because while I appreciate what the fat does, I don't appreciate necessarily a giant ass amount like this and what it will do to my stomach. So I'll just take this last piece of fat off. And by the way, we just made a light adjustment. If this is your first time watching, we have a couple places that we shoot. This is our secondary location, which I will now start referring to as the hideaway. That's stupid.
I like it.
We're in the hideaway, but we're just getting used to the hideaway and lighting and the time of day, and we've got a new light there, and who knows. So let me just throw this hunk of grossness out. But now that you're down like this and you're okay, here's what I want to do. I'm going to put a little oil on these guys, because then we're going to sear them. Okay. I know I said pressure cooker. You're going to see how this is all going to work. So a little oil, avocado oil, of course. Season with a little salt and pepper. Okay, now here's where I stray from traditional Kalua pork a little bit, and now I'm going to start pissing Hawaiians off and people all over the mainland. And let me just do this, and then I'll share that with you. So one of the ingredients used in making more traditional Kalua pork is pink Hawaiian salt. I don't have it. I could have gotten it, but then you may have felt like you were obligated to have it. What this will be when we're done is just f***ing delicious. That's what it's gonna be. Will it be exact? Probably not. Will people scream? Yes. Like they screamed when I put soy sauce in my carne asada? Perhaps. What really matters at the end of this match? What really matters?
Taste.
Taste. That's all we care about. My pressure cooker is on brown. It's got a brown setting. Browning this will bust out the flavor even more, so let's do that next. Come on. So it's hot. Hot. Now watch, you take these pieces and they go in and you'll hear the noise. That's what you want. We'll do a couple at a time, not them all, because I don't want to bring the temperature down too much yet. And now the goal is simple. Color, that's it. Look, we could do this without browning, but the extra flavor burst that you get from browning is absolutely worth it. And so, well, not much color yet, but it'll get there. Then you're going to take your time, you're going to get the pieces done all the way around, then put the other pieces in until you're finished. I'm just trying to see if I can hurry up the process. And apparently I can. Ow. Look, it's getting color by itself. That's all you need. I don't have to do this.
But it's cool.
It is kind of fun. Don't do this at home. For those of you keeping score, that's completely unnecessary, ladies and gentlemen. No need to do that at all. So browning it in the pot is great. Browning it with this is unnecessary, but fine. There you go. You can see, just the pot does it. It goes faster and I like it. Oh no. All right, all right, all right. Wave at it, wave at it, wave at it. Where is it?
That's what happens when you do too much push.
Shit.
Fire.
Okay, oh, stop it. Fuck. Shit.
You can evacuate the whole building.
By the way, I'm using a Burns-O-Matic TS8000 torch for you pyromaniacs that might want to just use that on your pork shoulder. We'll put a link at the bottom. Wait. Glad I cooked for the local fire department a couple weeks ago. That was kind of fun, wasn't it? Okay, so now a couple things. One, we want some garlic with this. You can throw it in the pot, or you can take a knife and stab and make some holes and inject the garlic, like this. So let's find a nice spot. Just make a little hole right here. We'll grab a hunk and we'll cram them in. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We'll do a kid here. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. And bare feet. Never touch. Never try and catch a falling knife. Fuck. Okay, another piece in here. And just carry on. One of the beautiful things about a Kalua pig is the smokiness that you get from it being in the ground. Well, we're not really going to get that, so we're going to cheat that a bit. And once again, please, if you're not happy with the liquid smoke scene, you can leave it out. But I'm telling you, unless you're putting this baby in the ground, it's a great way to get kind of close to it. And I'll just give these guys a little coating, right? And because they're hot, it starts to soak in a little bit. It'll be great. Whenever you want a little smokiness, this liquid smoke stuff is ideal. You finish your brushing, everybody's good, covered. Now we take it over. In they go to the pressure cooker. And just dump them. Well, the liquid that's in there too, you absolutely want that. But you can't pressure cook without liquid. We're gonna add a cup. We're gonna add a cup of beef broth. Oh, look, you could add water, you could add chicken stock. I think beef broth for me is kind of close to pork, so that works. And then in an untraditional move, I'm gonna dump in chopped up white onion. Look, I just like what happens when it pressure cooks. Gets all melty and fabulous. So everybody's here, the lid goes on. We close it. We come down here, we go pressure cook. Now is the time we want, so we're gonna give it 75 minutes. No, we're not. We're gonna give it 90 minutes. Stand by. And then we push start. And now it does its thing. It's not locked, so you can see. The pressure cooker builds pressure inside of it. As it gets close to that, this will lock and you won't be able to open it. This is far preferable to those crank things from the olden days that people always worried about exploding and stuff. So it will take probably 15 minutes, it'll take maybe 10 to 15 minutes to get there. And once it's there, clink, it locks, And then you got 90 minutes of pretty much doing nothing, just waiting. In the meantime, we're gonna make a little teriyaki sauce.
And say hi to Lewis.
Lewis. By the way, never forget, vote for Lewis. And you could be wearing one of these shirts. It's Labor Day weekend, 2019. If this is when you're watching it, we've got 15% off all of our merchandise, including the Vote for Lewis. You only need to use the code VOTE for Lewis. Fun, huh? I like that. He's a cute dog. He doesn't actually wear sunglasses, but okay, teriyaki sauce. I'll clean up, then teriyaki sauce.
All right, what's going on over there?
Nothing, actually. It's not working. It's been like 25 minutes. Look, it's not locking, it's not counting down. It's steaming away like a son of a bitch inside, but it's not coming to pressure. And I don't know what the problem is. I think I have to stop it and redo it. Why would that make a difference, though? Pressure cook?
Not all fun and games on this end of the Cooking Guy channel.
Wait, it's not at all. High, that's low, that's high. Okay, now the other time. Right? And now I'm going less time to make up for that. Now we're going 75 minutes. Start. We heard that, right? We all heard that sound. Shit. Here's where we're at. It's 5:07. This thing is not working. It's going to take an hour and 15 minutes once it comes to pressure, and we're going to start losing light. So we're basically f***ed here. You don't like to start a video with perfect daylight and then end up with f***ing flashlights and candles and shit. Yes, he's got lights, but we're going to have to see what happens. On a positive note, we're very, very close to Not Not Tacos and the bar at the Little Italy Food Hall. So we may be there soon. It is after 5 p.m., so. Piece of shit. Well, it's broken. Never came to pressure. Just could open it up. The only thing that was happening is that it was bubbling away the liquid inside, which normally lives inside the pressurized vessel, thereby creating moisture, thereby helping it cook faster. Nothing. In fact, I can now smell the broth as it was starting to burn in the bottom of the f***ing thing. Here's the plan, though. We're going to make the teriyaki sauce. And between now and tomorrow morning, I will get those cooked. There will be no difference to you. Just imagine I was opening this thing. I will be opening something I don't know what yet. And then you'll see how it's supposed to be. Piece of shit. But that's fine. It's fine. Let's make some teriyaki sauce, shall we? Shall we?
Shall we?
We shall. We shall. Come on. Okay, this is a cup of water heating on the stove. My stove works. We're going to add about 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Looks like that. 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Looks like that. About a tablespoon each of fresh chopped garlic and ginger. And a couple tablespoons of honey. And we mix. We want this now just to come to a nice little simmer. And while we wait, we take 1/4 cup of water and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch that looks like this. 1, 2. We mix it, and then we add it. And unlike flour, the cornstarch is going to thicken this really beautifully without making it lumpy. You can see already. And with a little more simmering over the next couple minutes, it'll get even thicker. How's that smell, Max?
Insane.
It's insane, right? I like a thick teriyaki sauce, not a thin one.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. And now we're going to add one more ingredient to this, just because. Sriracha, tablespoon. Why? Why, Max?
For heat.
Yeah. Because a little spicy teriyaki sauce is more interesting than just sweet teriyaki sauce. And now this is what you've got. Oh, come on now. Well, at least one thing worked out this afternoon. Okay, we can turn this off and it will be ready for us when we want it tomorrow. Tomorrow. So it's all like calmed down and cold-ish now, but you see what, the only thing that was happening is it was, see this? That's not supposed to happen. That means that it was starting to lose the liquid that was in there. There should be more liquid than this, and bad things were about to happen. Fortunately, we recognized that this is a piece of shit, and now we can fix the problem.
Call us about a sponsorship, Fagor.
We've used pressure cookers before, right?
Yeah.
And it's been fine?
We've had trouble. Oh, you pulled
trying
out
to
the
think.
same one that was fucked
I
up
know, this
before,
was not
didn't
the
you?
same one.
I don't believe you.
So when I went to the house today to get a pressure cooker, there's 3. I've had 3 for a long time. This is the only one I could find.
Oh. Okay, well.
So
Now
you
it
think
makes
you
sense.
think that, well, why? I mean, you think that fuck.
You delete your emails. I don't trust you.
Oh, don't even get me started with that. Other people delete their emails.
Be careful,
okay.
your inbox is going to get filled up.
I know it's not about being filled
The
up.
emails won't come
It's that
through.
I know what I have to deal with. Am I not the only one? Poll question, please.
And then you can't
Do you
find,
delete your finished emails?
And then you can't find any information from a week ago.
No, they
a
got to
month
be in the
ago.
trash. They have to be in the trash. They
Oh.
have to be in the trash. I don't want to have this argument in camera, in front of these, in front of our friends. Yum. Teriyaki sauce. This, in this, did you just see a little fly thing?
No.
I did. This tomorrow in the sandwich, when the, no, too slow. This tomorrow in the sandwich, with some Japanese mayonnaise, with some crunchy cabbage, with that pork that's all smoky and the sriracha. This is the best teriyaki sauce I've ever had. Okay, I've made it before, but oh my God, this is gonna be the bomb. The only drag is you have to wait. Well, they don't really have to wait, do they?
Nope.
Okay, when you see us next, it'll be morning, and the pork will be coming out of something, God knows what. And hopefully it's not a container from the supermarket that it's already made. We don't want that to happen. Good morning. It's a new day. That thing, that terrible devil instrument started to ruin yesterday. Fortunately, there's a fix for something like this. And here's what the fix is. The fix is old-fashioned cooking technology. A pot in the oven. Now, obviously this hasn't been cooking all night long. So here's what I did. After you left, you being, well, you guys and Max and Jilly, I took it out of that piece of shit and I put it in here, put the lid on it, put it in the oven at 250 degrees. And I just left it. And 3 hours later, it was perfect. I let it cool. I put this whole thing in my fridge. I took it out about 6:30 and put it in a 250 degree oven. And now an hour later, this is what we've got. Max, come scope this out. Look. Look at this. Is all I'm doing is closing the tongs and putting them in the middle, and they're doing that by themselves. That's not me breaking this apart. Can you see that? Watch. I put it in. They just separate by themselves. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the pulled pork part of pulled pork. The difference here is that, you know, we put the liquid smoke on and gave it a little extra flavor that way. And now we'll take it out and put it in here. This is just ridiculous and gorgeous and unctuous and amazing. Look at this. Look at that. It just falls apart. It pulls apart. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So here's the cool thing. First, the taste. little bit smoky, all delicious, melt in your mouth perfect. You barely even have to chew. Now look, there's 1,000 things you can do with this. Literally 1,000 things. We can make the most delicious smoky Kalua pork Benedict. Unbelievable. Kalua pork grilled cheese. Unbelievable. You could make an omelet with it. You could make a pizza with it. You could make a taco with it. We're gonna make a slider with it, and one of the components will be pineapple from the world's cutest little pineapple. This is a baby pineapple, ladies and gentlemen. We're staying with our Hawaiian theme. Look how cute it is. Look at you. Look how cute you are. It's adorable. Let's cut it though. Feel bad, but we gotta cut it.
Sam with baby pineapple.
Baby Sam? Here. That's how big the pineapple is. Little Sam, do you like the pineapple? Hey, baby pineapple. Hey, baby pineapple. All right, enough of that.
Get weird with the pineapple.
It's enough of that. As with any pineapple, you should just be able to grab the, what's this part called? The top?
I don't know.
It's got to have a name, right? If you know what it is, just comment below. You should just be able to grab this and this, twist in opposite directions, and oh, cute. It comes off. Look it. Decoration or something. But now let's get to the pineapple. So the cut goes, ow.
Okay.
I got some pineapple thorn in me. Okay, here we go. Like this. Sweet little pineapple. Bottom. Sides come off. So now I want a couple little rings. And let's see. Can't really eat that part. Even in a small pineapple, that's a little tough. Boop. There we go. Let's take these guys and we're gonna throw them in a pan behind me. Just a tiny bit of oil so they don't stick. And then these guys, we'll start getting some color on. Okay, we let that go until it starts to get some beautiful color on it. But now we can prep for this, what should be a ridiculously delicious Kalua pork sandwich by starting with a little sesame seed. Not sesame seed. By starting with a little poppy seed bun that I'm gonna cut. A little butter. And into our pan for a little color. We'll go in. We'll just live there nicely for a second. And our pineapples now look like this. That's what you want. See that? That's called color and flavor and deliciousness. Just let the backside do that. As soon as these are ready, we're building. As soon as the buns are ready, we're building. And, it's hot. Ow, 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 we're there. Just a light toast. Ow, is all you want. Let's build this because it's gonna be so good. We start with Japanese mayonnaise, which by the way, makes perfect sense because the Japanese love Hawaii and this is all Hawaiian based. See how I'm putting all this together? Here. And then remember yesterday, our spicy teriyaki sauce, which is gonna be amazing, like this. Tiny bit more. And it's been in the fridge, so it started to gel up a bit. But next, some crunchy purple cabbage. On top of that, we'll go one of our pieces of pineapple. Next up, a whack of our pulled pork. Oh my gosh. Any idea how good this is gonna be? Any idea? And if we want, a little bit of the fatty juices from the pan. Oh gosh. And last but not least, it's coming, some of these Maui onion potato chips. Potato chips. Up on top for some crunch. There you go. Here we go. Only one way to do this. And you pick up pineapple, smoky pork. Dripping this. The sweet of the pineapple with that teriyaki, tempered by the sriracha and the teriyaki, that smoky, delicious pork. It's melting in your mouth, falling apart. And the chips. It could be any chips, but these Maui onion ones are really good, and this is freaking amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. One thing left to do. Shall we?
Let's do it.